Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys had a great winter break, as so did I. 2022 is going to be a great year for a lot of people, including myself. I have a lot of great ideas I'm wanting to post, a lot of great content that I hope helps out a lot of pre-meds out there for sure. All right, before I get started, please guys, if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, that would be amazing. And hit the bell notification whenever I post a new video. That will be honestly beyond belief amazing as I'm getting started with this. Thank you guys. All right, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. So really, as the spring semester is getting ready to start, 2022 is just getting started. What I kind of wanted to talk about is really just how to prepare for that semester. So how can you prepare for spring semester classes as they're approaching, so that you can, optimize your schedule. You can optimize your time efficiently, especially as you got a lot of stuff going on. Again, us pre-meds, you got a lot more than just taking classes. At least I hope, right? And so that's kind of what I want to dive into. And really, my first thing I would say that I would do is I would email the professors the week prior to. So by emailing the professors, you want to try to see if you can get the syllabus in hand. That's what I do. That's what I recommend. If you guys, if you email the professor, not only is this showing intent to like, hey, I'm dedicated. I really am interested in your class. This is something I'm looking forward to. And if you can please send me, again, a copy of the syllabus early on. And so what this allows you to do is really to be able to focus on, hey, what exactly is being taught in this class? What do I need to focus on? What do I need to study? And really how to go about doing that. And really by doing this, you're going to be getting ahead in that class. Not only that class, but other classes. You're going to be literally, consolidating what exactly you're about to get ready to get into. And in my opinion, if you really have a lot of stuff going on, like I do, like I work on the weekends, you can be starting to study that content ahead. And by you studying that content, you're going to be getting ahead not only in your class, but you're going to be able to be efficient in other areas of your pre-medical journey. So whether that's shadowing, volunteering, that club you're involved in, that organization you're involved in, again, by getting ahead, you are going to optimize your chances of being more efficient in multiple areas of this path. And that's what we want. I think the whole goal is to get an A out of the class, right? And again, not only get an A, but to also try to understand what you're studying, so you don't have to just memorize a bunch of stuff. You can actually consolidate it and carry it with you throughout your journey, right? I think that's the goal. All right. And so that really would literally get you ahead, again, amongst other people in your class, right? So how can you go about doing this? So in one of my earlier videos, I talked about Notion and how I started to use Notion in my studies, right? How do I start to utilize it? There's a lot of ways you can utilize Notion, a lot of different techniques, whether you're studying with it, whether you're using it for schedule purposes, as so am I, to do tasks, whatever. I would say at its core, you should use Notion for task management. Really, so again, if you haven't seen my other video into how I use Notion, I highly recommend it. You should check it out. But to give you an overview, Notion, how I use it is I consolidate a lot of different things going on in each particular day. And so what does that mean? Literally, whatever I have going on that day, I'll go ahead and put everything in there. I'm not a big fan of the time slots, like, oh, I'll do this by 10 p.m. or a.m. or whatever. Like, I learned early on that doesn't work for me. I rather just give myself a bunch of things that I need to get done in that particular day and allocate my time accordingly. And again, Notion, I mean, you can be putting in your workout schedule, your to-do list, your assignments, which is, I really recommend that you put everything in there before the semester even gets kicked off. That's going to help you be tremendously productive. Your breaks, whatever you have going on, literally, I will put everything in there so that you just don't have to think about it. You'll automatically have it ready for you in your head as you proceed forward. All right. And so again, with emailing the professor and getting that syllabus, you're gonna also know about the grade breakdown. So knowing exactly how your class is going to be graded, whether it's going to be, is she going to be strict? Is she going to be light? How is the grading system? Each class, I think, should be classified differently when it comes towards breaking down in priority of, how much time each class is going to really take up, and to really know how much time you really need to study with each particular class. So again, I think that would be tremendously important. Again, that's what I'm doing, and I've seen a lot of success with that. And yeah, so to go beyond schedules, I would say workouts. I know that a lot of not only pre-medical students, but a lot of undergraduate students or college people in general are so focused on academics, which again is not bad, but again, you're so focused on academics that you lose thought of wellness and how to actually maintaining your health throughout your journey. And so it starts to really become, at least what I saw, is a lot of people start to become really unhealthy. They eat junk all the time. They eat, candy, chips, just anything to just maintain themselves as they're, going through a semester. I'm not a big fan of that. And so I made it a priority to basically schedule out my workouts whatever time frame that works best for me. Again, everyone's different. Some people like working out earlier in the mornings, as so do I, because no one in the gym. And some people like working out later on in the afternoons or late at night. Whatever works for you, I say that you go ahead and prioritize it. Put it in a time slot that you're going to work out each day. Put it in Notion. Make sure that you stick to it. No matter if you have a huge exam the next day, I would still work out the day before. The 2 days before. Whatever you think is more priority over your workout and your wellness. I think it's not. I went through that mistake where I just thought, oh, I need to study for this exam, otherwise I'm not going to perform well on this exam, blah blah blah. So I'm going to skip this workout. I don't recommend that. And I say early on, just go ahead and schedule out your workouts and stick to it throughout the whole semester. Again, there's been benefits in doing this. One of the biggest things is we're in a pandemic. And so, yes, I think the vaccine is helpful and can, and again, I'm not gonna really go into it, but a lot of people have different biases on the vaccines. But one of the things that they're not pushing is health and wellness. So working out, which is the number one way to actually, be efficient throughout this pandemic so that you're not really getting sick like that. And studies have shown that people who are on top of their workouts or who on top of their diet and not really eating a lot of saturated, fats or a lot of unhealthy foods are doing a lot better than their counterparts that are participating in those activities, even children. So studies have been shown that even children who are staying on top of their diet, they're doing a lot better than their the child counterparts that are not necessarily eating the best or whatnot. So again, I highly recommend you guys stay on top of your diet throughout this pandemic. It's really going to help out a lot, and it's also going to help out with your mental well-being and also reducing your stress. And so to kind of go into that a little bit more, one of the last things I really wanted to touch on was really self-evaluation. So we all get caught up in like, oh, what's the next thing? What's that next activity I have to do? Do I need to go, let me go participate in this lab. Let me go try to get this letter of recommendation. Let me go yada, yada, yada. A lot of pre-meds are type A personality. So they're always, on the go, always trying to figure out this, and that. And one of the biggest things that really helped me to try to like lower my stress or to even like look into why I'm doing what I'm doing is self-evaluation. Taking the time to self-reflect on why you're doing what you're doing, to make sure that you're staying on the right path, you're staying focused, you're staying driven, and to just really do a mental check can really go a long way. And to really, you know, because you're not going to have a whole lot of time throughout the semester to really dial back on, oh, like, am I to do a whole self-evaluation. So again, taking a second, doing a self-evaluation check is going to help you out tremendously, and just really kind of dive into your why. And that's also going to help you out throughout your application whenever you get ready to dive into your application cycle. So yeah, so again, that's kind of all I really want to talk about in this video as I'm getting ready to start the semester. Thank you guys so much, really so much, for taking the time to watch this video. I hope this helped out a lot, or helped out a little bit, or maybe gave you some ideas on how you can be more productive as this semester is getting ready to kick off. And yeah, so I plan on trying to upload every Tuesday and Thursday. That's my plan. That's my goal, at least. And it kind of ties into this whole video, and, you know, trying to be more productive again. So yeah, that's my goal, is to really try to upload every Tuesday and Thursdays, and I'm really gonna try to stick to it. So I feel like I got a lot of content, a lot of ideas that I want to try to push out to you guys. All right, so I hope you guys stay safe throughout this pandemic. For you guys going through, you know, class or whatnot, and good luck with your studies. And all right, have fun.